me, you're going to station 1. You're going over to Rio, station 2. Okay, facing Ibrahim.
All right, everyone facing me. One hand up if you can hear me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's an after-school activity that pulls no punches. In the basement of a Parkdale church, most days of the week, you'll find students from neighborhood schools bobbing, weaving, training.
2, 2, 2, 2. All right, let's put together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
MJKO Boxing is the brainchild of former boxers Miranda and Ibrahim Kamal. They started this club 10 years ago. Their mission? To empower kids from at-risk communities.
That's the coolest thing about boxing. It accepts everybody. It doesn't matter your weight class, your country, your language. So it's very empowering, but also it's very hard. And sometimes we're in a sport that's judged, meaning you can get unfair decisions, there's biases, and life is ongoing up and down. And I think really that's what boxing has taught me, and it's still teaching me today as a coach.
The Kamals are accomplished boxers in their own right, each with their own reasons for stepping into the ring.
For me, I got into boxing because as a young person, I was the victim of a sexual assault. And that assault left me feeling unsafe. It left me doubting myself. And I'd always been an athlete, and I guess I never thought that would happen to me. And then in the back of my mind, I figured maybe if I had known a combat sport, I would have been able to defend myself. And that may or may not be the case, but as I matured, I moved from Nova Scotia to Toronto, and I got partnered up with Egerton Marcus. He won a medal for Canada at the '88 Olympics, and he took me under his wing, and I started learning boxing, and just as any great coach, he would build me up, but that little girl inside of me who was assaulted, I didn't feel safe. And I felt like the only way for me to actually overcome that assault was to compete. And I went on to box, and I loved it. It was the most freeing, amazing experience of my life.
But then a spinal cord injury cut her competitive career short. Surgery, followed by grueling recovery and a reassessment of what boxing meant to her.
I actually had emergency room surgery, and I told my surgeon that if you fix me, I'm gonna quit my job as a mortgage broker, and I'll devote my entire life to the sport of boxing and sharing that gift with as many people as I can, because in all honesty, I get so much more from the kids than I could ever give.
By this time, she'd fallen in love with Ibrahim, former Team Canada boxer who turned pro with an impressive 9-0 record.
I mean, boxing, I'm not going to say a cliche, saved my life or anything like that, but some of my best friends I've made over the years from boxing, I'm still friends with them today. And they're not from Ontario, all over Canada, Alberta, Quebec, other countries that I boxed, and I'm still in contact with a lot of my friends. And it just, the sport itself developed me the person who I am today. Just the experiences, the cultures from the different countries that I've been to, battling through adversity and having that tough attitude per se, which can translate, I see it in these kids. They're every day facing struggles, negative energy around them, not the most positive environments they're in. So for them to come to a safe environment such as MJKO, for them to get rid of some energy, and for them to make friends and to compete and travel. That's the most amazing part about this sport.
Their dedication to the sport evident even on their wedding day, holding their ceremony in the boxing ring where they first met.
My husband, he went to Libya as a young person. He lived in Gaddafi under communism. Then at 11 years old, he came back and grew up in Scarborough. Boxing, the first time he ate at a restaurant was due to boxing. The first time he left the country was due to boxing. His first running shoes were as a part of the national team. So he himself is living proof that kids like the kids in Parkdale can achieve excellence. My uncle, you're gonna go to Officer Mark.
It's a team effort that includes officers from the local police division, a way to build trust in communities that don't often have it when it comes to police.
I've never had a bad experience. Whenever I bring new officers along, they've always, some of them will come sort of like, what are you bringing me into here? Because it may be a little bit foreign to them. And they always leave going, that was awesome, and they want to come back. 2, 1, 2, good.
This is Constable Mark Borsboom. The kids know him as Officer Mark. He's been with MJKO since day one.
Kids have always been engaging. They're always enthusiastic, and I've never had a bad experience. And we've been in some neighborhoods that really need us in those places, and the kids get used to us, because we're in their classrooms and we're in their gym at the end of the day, and it becomes a very familiar thing, and that's the way it should be.
MJKO also provides meals for their athletes, sometimes the only meal they might get after school. They've taught students how to do job interviews, plan budgets, and find medical care.
Everyone has some kind of potential, whether they're not going to go all the way to the Olympics as a boxer, but take the teachings that you've learned here and apply it to any avenue in life, whether you're in arts, school, music, work, then you do it to the best of your abilities, and I'll be happy. Some of our best success stories is some students coming back. They have a job now. They went to school. They are working. They're contributing to society. So it's not all about sport.
1, 2, 3, 2.
But when it comes down to the sport of boxing, MJKO has produced some champs.
Hi, my name is Victor Mzungan and I'm fighting at 70 kg and I'm a Brampton Cup champion.
Hi, my name is Kevin Ola and I'm 63 kilograms and I'm the Brampton Cup champion.
Hi, my name is Rafael Kiss, 52 kilograms and I am the Brampton Cup champion.
6 fighters from MJKO competed in the Brampton Cup boxing tournament and all 6 brought home gold. But they credit MJKO for much more than winning matches.
It's helped me a lot because I was fighting in school a lot. I was bad. And now I'm calm and I'm not fighting a lot.
I came here when I was 12 and I was really misbehaving. I was not a bad kid. They teach me discipline. They teach me how to be a good person outside and inside of the ring.
It's now another sense of pride, as before is I'm doing this for myself, I'm doing this for my country. It was all about me, 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 me. Now it's all about the kids. Sure, of course I want my glory when they raise their hands, get me in the picture, I'm in there. But it's more for them, this is now your time, enjoy the moment for it. These moments don't come too often. And especially with the sport of boxing, it's so deemed prestigious, so talked about that you win a boxing match, you are talked about for ages and ages. They will remember, they know, and you get that sense of pride. And for me, seeing them achieving their goals, their successes, it makes me happy.
I think sport has the propensity to change lives, and being an athlete my whole life, I felt connected to the sport, but boxing really was something that was unique to me because boxing teaches us that it's okay to fall down, but you have to get back up. It's okay for life to be hard, but as long as you're taking action, you're moving forward.